Alright, we've got the drone video for a super nice tract at Bull Shoals Lake, 3 acres, tract 56. We're looking, looks like westerly, southwesterly over the property. There's the lake. Across the lake you can see Tucker Hollow Marina, so that's kind of handy to have that nearby. The truck, you can see the red truck toward the bottom of the screen there, that's parked on the road, on the easement road. Now we're looking southerly. If we were to follow the easement road down about another, I don't know, quarter mile, half mile, we'd be at what we call the sandy beach area, which is a handy place to put a jet ski or a pontoon boat or whatnot in the water, just down to the south there. So I think we're going to get really low and slowly head toward the water. You'll see that this property is basically all wooded. It's got some good timber on it. Looks like mostly hardwood, with some cedar tree as well. Yeah, so we're just gonna slowly do a flyover here. Basically level on that northeast side by the road, and slopes down very gradually as you head southerly. Now the southwest part of this property, for about 120 feet, I believe, directly borders the Corps of Engineer land at Bull Shoals Lake. So that gives you direct access across that Corps land to the water. So a pretty nice deal there. You're talking about an extremely short little walk to get to that water, and you can fish or swim or whatnot. I mean, it's pretty fantastic. So doing the flyover here. If you look on the maps, you'll see, and you'll probably see it later on in the video, there's an old road that crosses over the south side of the property. That's from decades ago, when I believe this was going to be platted out as a town or some kind of deal. And it just wasn't, but some of the roads were put in, and that particular road that crosses over the south side of the property, it is not an easement, so no one's going to cross over the south. No one is allowed to cross over the south side of your property. The only easement road that this touches would be the one on the northeast side, that main easement road. So there we are looking at the lake. This is kind of a unique situation, and there's Tucker Hollow Marina right there. The actual frontage on this area is pretty cool, because we're over the little cove area. You could see that miniature kind of peninsula going out in the water. That's a little cove area. As we fly to the south, the frontage is quite gradual. I mean, you can easily walk right to the water and, you know, hop in or dip your toes in or fish or whatever. As you go north of that cove, it gets a little steeper, so it's almost like a miniature bluff. Now we're looking into the sun, unfortunately, but there's that little cove. As we look to the left, it's like a small bluff. As we look to the right, it's much more gradual. So if you like the bluff to have a bit of a view, or if you're one of those people who loves to jump off bluffs, it's actually pretty good for that, from what I've heard. It's not a super high 200-foot bluff. It's only 10 or 15 feet above the water, and as long as the water is clear as it normally is, then you can see, make sure there's no rock ledges underneath or whatnot. But otherwise, if you just want easy, gradual access, all you have to do is walk to the south side of that peninsula, or that little cove area. So that's pretty cool. And again, there's the little cove area. We had, I guess it was in the fall. This is an early summer video, and in the fall we had a tremendous amount of rain, and actually had the lake was up unusually high, and that's why you could see some of that driftwood there on the shore. So now we're going northeasterly over the property, and it is nicely wooded. I mean, all kinds of mature timber on this one. Lots of pretty building sites. Just gorgeous. This whole area is just beautiful. I mean, Timber Shoals Ranch is one large private peninsula. There's the truck at the northeast side. And the peninsula itself has, I believe, 5.5 or 6 miles of shoreline on Bull Shoals Lake, and that's all Corps of Engineer land, so you actually have access to all of that. It's open for public use, and you directly border it. The other thing about the Corps of Engineer land is that it's open for hunting as well. So similar to if you have a property on the National Forest, you can use and enjoy your own property and then directly access that public land, and that's the case here. So you can use that for hunting, and unlike the National Forest, you've got a lake here, so you can go right to the lake, bring your fishing pole. I mean, you can fish right from the shore and do pretty well, actually. So now we're looking westerly over toward Tucker Hollow Marina, and now I think we're going to do a final go down and look at the truck, which, like I said, is parked at the northeast side. Oh, we're going, I don't know where we're going. Interesting. So private and so secluded out here. It's just gorgeous. We spent the day out here about a week ago. Hung out at what we call the Sandy Beach area, which is about a quarter mile or so south of the property. We hung out at State Line Cove, which is, I don't know, about a mile north of the property. Also very, very private. The roads at Timber Shoals Ranch are only for property owners. And so although the Corps of Engineer land is open to public use, unless you use the private roads, you can't get there. So basically, I mean, in reality, the only people that are going to use this 5 miles of shoreline would probably be the property owners at Timber Shoals Ranch, unless you get there by water. So, I mean, that keeps things nice and private. Beautiful tract. Check out InstantAcres.com to see if this is still available. If you have any questions, just let us know. You can call us in the office, or you can definitely send us an email anytime at sales@instantacres.com.